I was going to talk about why Warhammer 40K has survived so long as a property. You've got the woke taking care of everything on their level, from Marvel to Star Wars to video games. It all died very, very quickly, and it fell to these evil people very, very quickly. But Warhammer persisted. Nevertheless, he persisted. And that article is still really good, and I really want to talk about that because it really comes down to the gamers. But the media is out in force attacking gamers again, attacking us again, and I need to go over this today. So tomorrow, I promise I'll do that. But this is what they do. They access media. They're called the access media by some. I got this from Eric July as a term because it is about access. They shill for access. And then they get, butt pats from the corporations and news from the corporations, and it's a symbiotic relationship of evil between these corporations pushing their crap where they hate you, and then the media gaslighting you about it on repeat, rinse, repeat, and soon you have a ruined property, and everything fun in an entertainment industry where it's supposed to be fun then gets ruined. So that's what we're going to talk about today. This is even worse of an article than the Bell of Lost Souls posted last week when they called you bigots, and we'll get into it in just a moment. My name is John Delarose. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys for being here. We're trying to change the culture in a big way. We're not just complaining about things. We make our own culture here. I am a writer of 18 different science fiction and fantasy novels, including this one, which I've been promoting in my videos over the last few days, Justified. If you like Warhammer, if you like crusading in space, that's what this is, and you'll really, really enjoy it. We've sold a lot of copies. We're getting close to 100 now, so thank you guys for bringing this book back to life. And there's a full trilogy. If you've read the first one and like it, thanks for being there. I'm working on, I just started brainstorming a Space Marine comic yesterday, which I'm very, very excited about too. That's going to take some time because art takes a while to produce, and it's a little faster when I do prose stuff. But I've got the speed of writing of somebody like Dan Abnett, who I really love. And so if you enjoyed that for a while, this is a great place to land. And I appreciate you guys who are here to read and here to learn some new lore and get into science fiction with us. We're building a wonderful community, and it's great to have you here. So yes, check this out. I'll put that link right in the description below to make it easy. And yes, please like and subscribe and join us. Let's get into this. All right, I mentioned already the Bell of Lost Souls, and we did a video on this last week. If you want to watch it, only bigots hate the female Adeptus Custodes. Oh, yes. And I got a lot of great comments on this one going, yes, I do hate it, and I am a bigot. Thank you. We have senses of humor. That's an interesting part about what it's like on this side of the aisle versus the other side of the aisle. We actually have senses of humor about this stuff, and they have none. They're deadly serious. We're deadly serious. Like we want the lore to be real. We want it to be good. We want good writing. We want fun games. We want our immersion in these kind of worlds that are fantasy because the real world's got enough troubles as it is. So we want to have our relaxation time separate from the personal politics that they put into everything these days. And they can't help themselves ever. And it's because they hate you. And it's because they're miserable. They want you to be miserable. They want me to be miserable along with them. Because when everybody's miserable, everybody's equal. That's the only time everybody's equal. That's what communism's about. These are commies. Let's not make any mistake about this. They've changed their names. We can call them the woke. We can call them identity politicians. We can call them leftists. We can call them progressives. But at the end of the day, they are all just commies, and that's what they're trying to do. I don't mince words here. So that happened, and now thegamer.com is urging you to shut up about this. So if you thought, being called a bigot wasn't enough, now you're supposed to be silenced. And that's what they want. If you look at the way Games Workshop is handling this and the way that they're doing things on their account, they are pretending this doesn't exist at all at this juncture. Now, they're not doing this behind closed doors. Let's just check in on the official Warhammer account to show you what I mean real quick. Here it is. This is their Twitter account. And as you can see, it's got just talk about Warhammer 40K orcs exist only to fight their way across the galaxy. Learn more about the Xenos who love to war. as if none of this is happening whatsoever. It's again a little gaslight, pretending nothing's happening. After they already replied saying there have always been female custodians. That the whole thing that set this off was their response. Did they apologize? Did they say, you know what, we made a mistake, sorry about that? This would be over real quick. Like gamers, look, we want our game, we want fun. And if this company knows they made a mistake, we're generally, I don't know, this is a Christian channel, so I'm a pretty forgiving guy. And so I'd be like, okay, at least they did the right thing. They and that'd be nice, and that'd be the end of it for now. But they can't do that because they don't want to admit they're wrong ever. And that's something that happens with these companies. Now, by the way, if they hired a right-wing writer and it turned out he voted for Trump or something like that, and then the woke fans started going, he's a bigot, they would fire him immediately, issue a corporate apology, and they would be profusely apologizing and making posts about how they stand against bigotry over and over again, right? So it goes one way but not the other. And that's really what the frustration of the fans and the gamers is at this point. This is why we won't shut up about it. This is why the gamer wants us to shut up about it, and we won't, because it's not right the way that we're treated. We're treated like we're stupid idiots because they do think of us as this. They think we're all just pay pigs that are going to be just continuing to buy whatever they want forever, and that's it. And they're calling it a brutal civil war in this article. But it's not a civil war. It's really just the company, which is owned by BlackRock and Vanguard, against the gamers who just want their game to be their game. That's not a civil war. That is the people who own a license just being rude to their customers. And that's it. It's like, think about this. If you go to McDonald's and they said, I'm sorry, I don't sell the burgers anymore. We just sell Impossible burgers because they're made out of bugs and plants. Tastes almost the same, and it's always been this way. We've always just had bug burgers. We've never had real burgers. And you're in line and you go, I just had a real burger last week. Nope, we didn't. Eat a great bug burger today. and then they don't respond to you other than blocking you or kicking you out of their establishment for complaining about the bug burgers. They'd go out of business real fast. No restaurant would survive that. But for some reason, like in these entertainment industries like comics, sci-fi, games, they feel like the customers are somebody they can degrade. They really think of you as lower than them. And that's not the way it should be. The customers should be the ones that are revered. You're the people that make it happen. You're the people that give me a career. I appreciate you. And that's the way that they should be. But nope, they just call it a civil war. And yep, that's right. Games Workshop has mentioned women again. And you see this guy simping for them, Ben Sledge. Absolutely sick. This particular flavor of misogyny comes in shiny gold packaging. Yes, the 10th edition Adeptus Custodes Codex has got everyone frothing at the mouth. And it is everyone, correct. Nobody wants the lore changed, and they don't want to be gaslit about it, media. So there it is. I'm just getting absolutely just blood boiling about this, as I should be. The story is a double-page spread of juicy lore about blood games, a competition in which members of the Adeptus Custodes attempt to assassinate the Emperor of Mankind, hail the Emperor, in order to test Terra's defenses. Kesh's plan is to teleport a planet-leveling exterminatus explosive right into the Emperor's throne room. It's a bold move, Cotton. Well, that's the lore, and that'd be a pretty good, not a bad storyline, except for the part where there's the female Custodes who never existed before this. Now, they're going to, again, pretend, it's not a big deal. This is the other thing they do. So they tell you it's always been this way, which is a lie. So now you imagine you're in McDonald's and you're trying to get your bug burger. They want your bug burger. It's not a big deal that it's a bug burger, not a real burger. Why are you making such a big deal about it? This is what they do next, right? This was enough to get those types livid. But Warhammer doubled down on it on social media. Correct. They did double down, and we've said that. That's a bad thing. They reposted, in regards to female custodians, there have always been female custodians since the first 10,000 were created. And that's the lie that pissed people off. So he continues on gaslighting you about this over and over. And here it is. Games Workshop famously had a long period where everything mentioned in the lore had to have representation on tabletop. That's actually a pretty good way to be. And that's why I actually love games like Legend of the Five Rings as well, if you remember that game. It's a little nichier, magical samurai world. And I played the card game, and they had a miniatures game for a while too. I'm just doing a little digression, sorry. But on that, like the card game, everything you did kind of impacted it. It went into the lore, it went into the RPG books, and it was kind of cool because you could actually point-to-point spots. There's actually points like where me as a player and a GM, I had impact on the lore of the game, and it got into the products, and I was like, sweet. You felt taken care of as a customer when it's all connected like that. It tells you we really care about our lore, we really care about our product, and that's why some like Games Workshop was doing so well for a long, long time. Now, they're not releasing any female custodian models, which shows this is purely just a virtue signal, which makes it kind of worse. They are virtue signaling. They're really just going for that, and they're testing the waters on you, right? Because eventually they're going to do that. But that's it. You've always been able to convert female custodians for your army because it's your army. So shut up, bigots. And that's what they're trying to do. They want you silenced. They want you dead. They want you out of gaming. And they want to replace you with this magical, diverse gaming group, which is never going to exist. All right. More gaslighting by the media. I'm fed up with it, and I'm going to call out every single one of them. This is thegamer.com. You should be ashamed of yourselves, and we'll be back soon. But first, before we go, make sure to check out Justified Saga of the Nano Templar on Amazon, my friends. And I'll put that link in the description below. Hit the like and subscribe and join us. Let's have some fun.